Last time on Blue's life, he attempted to poison sister-in-laws. Unfortunately for Blue and them, it failed. Feeling confused and angry, and that he may have been wrong, he leaves. Upon walking home, he passes the church in their small town and walks in. Here he tells whoever may be listening how he feels and ponders if there is a God before returning home. Will his experience change his outlook, or will he continue down this dark path? Let's find out. Geppetto is busy working on a program for work. She absently hears Blue say he's going to check on the garden and doesn't really acknowledge what he said. She is intent on trying to fix the issues she is having with the program she needs finished before work in the morning. She has been struggling with this and has had many errors and many glitches and had to delete and redo programming. Blue, he comes out and he sees a light, and suddenly he is being pulled into the heavens. He's scared and he's frightened and doesn't know what to do. Geppetto, hearing the noise and seeing a flash of light, goes to see what's going on. She finds Blue is gone. She notices that he is ascending into the heavens. She's scared and she's frightened. She runs upstairs and she calls her sister Frieza, whom she is closest to. She tells her how frightened she is. She says, "Frieza, I don't know what I'm going to do. They've taken Blue. What are they going to do to him? What do you think they'll do to him? What kind of experiments do you think they're running? What kind of torture do you think they're putting him through? What if he doesn't return? What am I going to do without my Blue? Oh, Frieza, I'm so scared and I'm so sad all at the same time. I don't know what to do. They may even be doing worse things to him. Why, Frieza, what do I do? It's so scary. How can they do this? Why do they do this? Why are they taking my Blue? What in the world did he do to them? Why, oh Frieza, why? Why is this happening? She goes outside to check the garden to get her mind off things. Frieza rushes over and she tells Geppetto, "You have to call the Alien Abduction Agency. They'll investigate. I know they will. They'll do something at least." "Oh, Geppetto, I'm so scared for you. I'm so scared for Blue. I don't know what to do, Geppetto. I don't know what to do either. I don't think you're safe, but tell me again all about it." So Geppetto again, she relays the abduction. She tells her all her fears. She tells her how scared she is. How they might be hurting Blue. "Oh, Frieza, I don't know anything. You can't just call him up and tell him to return Blue, and they might kill him. What if he just doesn't survive? Frieza, I don't know. This wasn't an accident, Frieza. It wasn't. I don't know. How come they do these things?" Frieza tells her that these type of things have happened all over SimWorld, that Sims have been abducted, and they don't necessarily come back in one piece, mentally, that is, she says. And the men wind up having babies, and then if they choose to raise that baby, well, when they're 11 or 12 years old, the aliens, they kidnap the children, and you don't even have the child anymore after you've learned to love and care for this child. It's a horrible thing. Please promise you will contact the Sims Alien Abduction Agency. She tries to distract her with a practical joke. Geppetto is not amused, nor is Frieza any less angry. Geppetto goes inside. She grabs the good book. She decides she would read some passages from it, try to find some comfort, some solace, something that will ease her mind, though she is having trouble concentrating. All she can see is the abduction itself, and all she can think about is the things that they're doing to Blue right at this moment. Though she reads in God's word that he is a good God, that he is a loving God, that he cares for his children, that he desires good things for them, that he desires them to be blessed, that he desires for them to prosper. She reads these things and she wonders, why? Why, God? Why? Why did you allow this to happen? Why did they take my blue? Why, God? So she rushes over and she runs into Pastor Stone out in the foyer. She tells him about the abduction. He listens patiently. And then he tells her that he knows about these alien abductions, that he has ministered to many, both the families and the victims, that many of the victims aren't mentally right afterwards. And he understands her fears, and he understands. He gives her a consoling hug, and he asks her to come in. He wants to read a passage to her, a passage from the Bible that perhaps will comfort her in her time of need. And he reads about how God will be with her through the fire and through the waters. Then they kneel to pray, and together they pray for Blue's safe return. They pray for God to protect him mentally as well, that he will come back, not only in one piece physically, but also mentally. And he prays for Geppetto, that God give her the strength, the wisdom, the discernment, and the peace of mind she needs, that he will surround her with his angels and provide comfort to her. And he also prays silently for himself, that he will be able to help and to be a better comforter and a better guide in the future, that God will give him wisdom as well. He tries to calm her. She is so frightened, and he tries to calm her and reassure her that somehow things will work out. Geppetto is still terrified, and she runs from his apartment, and she runs all the way home, and then she crawls into her bed. And while she's in her bed, she thinks. She thinks about the abduction. She thinks about what Frieza said. She thinks about what Pastor Stone has said. She goes up to her computer. She decides she will do some research. She will research for support groups that Pastor Stone has suggested she look for. And she will research the alien abduction agency that Frieza spoke about. She comes across a graph that shows her all the alien abductions across SimWorld. Every single explosion represents another abduction. And she finds that her and Blue are on a line directly close to these abduction sites. It does not comfort her. She thinks about how Blue might wind up on some morgue at a coroner's office, and the coroner will dissect him to investigate the alien abduction. She fears these things. Will these things happen? Will Blue die? Find out next time on Blue's Life.